What's up guys, it's Intelitech Studios here, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing of yet another Galaxy Note 7. As you guys remember, I previously did an unboxing of this Note 7 right here, this blue coral Note 7, about a year ago actually. And despite that, I never actually did my Note 7 review. And now I have a second one. As you guys have seen in my previous video on how to remove pop sockets, as well as how to set up your Galaxy Note 7 featuring this black unit, although the badge is silver because the actual sleeve on the box did not arrive with this phone when I purchased it. In fact, it didn't come with the original paperwork either. It came with paperwork from a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge for some reason, and that is very bizarre. So in fact, if I look in this box over here, we can see that this was the paperwork that this Note 7 came with when I bought it, which is paperwork for the Galaxy S7 Edge. So I'm not sure why it came with S7 Edge paperwork, but I'm definitely not complaining. It is for the Verizon S7 Edge, which at least makes sense because this is a Verizon Note 7, but again, it's just not the exact correct phone. But I'm not complaining because I already do have Verizon paperwork from my previous silver unit. That's also what this box is from. That silver unit eventually broke and I sent it back for the refund from the recall program, but I did still keep the box, the SIM tray, S Pen, and the accessories, since those aren't required to be returned during a refund. I also, because of the various Note fan editions I've received over the years, I also have gotten rid of some of my Note 7 cases, which some people have been commenting recently on my Note 7 case videos. But this black Note 7 did come with a... Shut up, S6. This Note 7 did come with a wallet case. Not my particular first choice when it comes to color schemes or style of cases, but it is there. I will not be using this. This will just simply be something that I'll include whenever I sell another Note FE. But yeah, it did come with that, and of course, alongside it, I do have the silver speaking case, and I also managed to get the coral blue variant recently, so now both my black and blue Note 7s have their matching speaking cases, as you can tell by the graphics, so that's really nice. As well as, if I can move this other box out of the way. By the way, this also was the original box that my blue coral unit came in, but I don't keep it in this box because this box is a little bit roughed up. There's some scratches on this, and this tab, this little paper tab, is kind of broken because for some reason with the Note 7 and the S7 and S7 Edge, the American units have cheap paper tabs on the boxes, whereas the international units have magnetic boxes. So that's weird. Anyways, I'm clearly wasting time, but I also did get a screen protector, which I probably won't use unless I get another FE, and I still have the battery charging case, as well as two UAG cases, and of course, perfect for each phone, the black and the clear, respectively. So, if you, any case, all of my other Note 7 cases that, you don't see in this video, I don't have anymore. So a lot of them I sold with Note FEs, or I sent them back along with devices back whenever Samsung allowed you to get refunds on accessories. They don't do that anymore. Now you can only refund the handset itself, so there's no reason to do that unless, like I said, I sell it with an FE. Anyways, so this is my coral blue unit, but this was the black one that this video is about, so let's go ahead and unbox it. And I still have the coral blue unit nearby, so we can actually see what I built up as far as building complete sets, because I like to have phones with the original boxes and all the original materials. So this is the black Verizon unit. This is also my first Generation 2, which, if you want to know how to spot a Gen 2, if it has this black square on the sticker of the Note 7 box, that's how you know that it is a Generation 2 post-recall unit. So this is it, a black Galaxy Note 7 from Verizon. It even still has a little NFC sticker that a lot of Verizon phones tend to have. There is a small little chip up there on the corner of this display, which does obviously ruin the water and dust proofing, but does not completely hinder functionality of the phone in any way. So I'm going to turn this on. Of course, you guys have seen this phone before. but that's interesting. And of course, if we pull up this piece, we have all of the Verizon paperwork from my various Verizon phones. So we got the SIM card tray, about your phone. So this is, of course, Verizon's little pamphlets, product safety and warranty information, which safety is very important when referring to a Note 7, and important consumer safety information. And then here we have, this is basically what I built up. It has the original charger. It has the original headphones. These were the original headphones. In fact, everything here is original except for the charging cable. I do have the original charging cable, but it's in my car right now, and I don't keep it in this box because it was well used, so it is frayed and it has yellowed over time. As we all know, white charging cables tend to turn yellow with heavy use, and this USB Type-C cable was no exception. So that's why I have a black Type-C cable in this box, and that's why you don't see that match with the other accessories. But the adaptive fast charger is legit. These are the original replacement tips that it came with, as well as the USB OTG connector and this little micro USB to USB Type-C adapter. So all of that is still inside this box. So I do still have a complete Note 7 kit, which is very nice. This box doesn't pack as tightly as Note 8 and 9 boxes, since everything is still somewhat loose in here, but it still does get the job done. We can see there, everything's in there. And now we can put all this stuff back in the box and keep it all nice and crisp. As well as this is the SIM card removal tool, which is still good. And of course the actual box, which I think, oh yeah, it has two of them in here, because I've owned two of these Verizon Note 7s that came with these pamphlets, because the box, which this blue coral box, came with this in it. So now I have two of these, and so that also goes in the box with all the other stuff, and everything goes back in here. If I can get this in here properly, which is hard to do from behind the camera because this tripod extends out very far, and this is not good for my back. So put all this back in here. And my apologies if this part isn't the most interesting, but if you are a Note 7 aficionado, then hopefully you enjoy seeing some of this stuff. Assuming that I can get this back together properly. Which is, there we go. Just like that, and seal that back up. There we go. And here's the phone. So oh, yeah, there's that lovely little notification sound. So obviously it's pretty nice. I did replace the messages and internet icon because originally they had the Messages Plus and Chrome browser there, but that looks ugly. So I reverted it back to the way it should be, nice and unadulterated. But if I go to settings, we can see that, this has a really different layout compared to the T-Mobile and international units as far as the settings go. But the notification shade is identical to my Gen 1 T-Mobile. As we all know, or as some of us know, later generation Note 7 international units had slightly updated Grace UX notification interfaces. And a lot of those same changes to this interface was also carried over to the Android 7 Nougat update for most of the Galaxy phones in the lineup. So that's interesting. If we go to About Phone, obviously this is a 64-bit device, or 64 gig device. Well, actually, both are the case. This has the August 1st, 2016 security patch. Since it does have the green battery indicator, you can see that right there, the green battery. So this is my first device with a green battery. I actually bought a blue device with the green battery that was Verizon, but I got scammed, so it never showed up. So that's fun, but this one did. So I actually acquired this phone in a trade because there was a woman who was selling this, and she was looking to get a different phone. She was using Cricket, and she was really wanting to get a new phone just because she was tired of using the recalled phone and everything. She said it worked fine. She didn't have any issues with it other than one time where it got too hot, but that's normal. And she was really wanting a new phone, so she wanted to sell this. And she had this listed for $150, I think. Or I forgot how much exactly she had it listed for, but either way, she had it listed. I saw it, I messaged her, I was like, hey, is it still available? And then the next day she said, yes, it is, but I've raised the price by $50, which I thought was kind of crappy. But when later on she explained, she's like, yeah, obviously I was, it was worth a lot more than I thought it was, so I kind of felt bad for doing that. But a lot of people messaged me and said that it was worth a lot more than what it was, so I raised the price. And I was like, I can respect that. So, because obviously these can still be returned for the $1,000 price. That doesn't mean they're worth $1,000. A lot of people erroneously think that these things should go for $1,000, and they're just like, well, that's just how it is. It really isn't. These things are honestly in good condition. Like this exact phone, if I was honestly paying someone and I was going to give someone the good price for this, I think it'd be worth more than a Note 8 just because of the rarity factor, but not an insane amount more. I would be comfortable with everything in the box exactly how you see it here. Most people would probably be comfortable paying around $350 for one of these, for like this set right here. Now I am not selling this, so don't ask. I'm not selling either of these, so don't ask. But that basically is what it is. So I ended up trading her a Galaxy S7 that I repaired, and I paid about $80 ish for that S7, and I think I gave her $120 and that S7 for this Note 7. So, and she was very happy with the S7 because she didn't use the pen anyways. She never used it, so as you can see here, the pen is brand new. There is no scratches or scuffs. The tip is not worn down at all. It's very, very virgin as far as the pen goes. And also the condition of the device is pretty good. We can see that there's very small minimal scuffs on either side, and obviously this is the Black Onyx unit, so the scuffs show a little bit more apparently than if this was the silver, which is why I sometimes prefer the silver. Blue coral is obviously my favorite, but the black one and the silver one are both very solid colors, and I've owned all three of those colors. I've never owned a gold one. I might buy a gold FE at some point since I don't know anywhere I could possibly find a gold 7, but a gold FE you can still find. So I might if I pick up another FE, I might get the gold just because, I've never owned the gold before, and that would be interesting to check out. So also, I will eventually be buying an FE because I've been wanting to do, the reason why I bought a Gen 2 unit is I've been wanting to do a comparison between a Gen 1, which this T-Mobile unit over here is a Gen 1, a Gen 2, which this one is, and an FE. I've been wanting to do a comparison between those. Obviously, it'd be kind of apples and oranges because both of these are Snapdragon and the other one would be the Exynos chip, but that's still something I've been wanting to do. So that's really cool. And also, one thing that I want to show is if I go ahead and open this box, because I have kind of changed this one since I did the unboxing on this one as far as how the box is set up. Since I have gotten other Note 7s in between, I've been able to build a 100% equipped box on this one as well. So this has all the T-Mobile paperwork in it, which I don't think I showed in my original unboxing video. So I'll go ahead and show that right now. So we can see, welcome, Galaxy Note 7, T-Mobile Health, Safety, and Warranty Guide, very similar to the Verizon one, but this is just the T-Mobile variant. So that's very nice, and I just dropped that right onto my ultra-rare smartphone. Obviously didn't scratch it, but paranoid about those things sometimes. But yeah, so those are all the booklets, and if I can get these books back into this little pamphlet thing, or this little box thing, whatever you want to call it, without wrinkling and crinkling these papers. I also have the original sticker in here, which is the sticker that normally would go on the back of the phone and have all the information on it. Obviously, I'm not going to show that because that has all the IMEI information on it. And we can see these are I don't think these were the original headphones that came with this one. I think these ones I may have purchased separately, possibly. But everything else here, if not the headphones as well, originally did come with this exact phone. So the fast charger, the S Pen tips, you can tell because they're the right colors. These are the white ones, whereas the black unit came with black tips. And of course the white charging cable, USB-C, and then the other two adapters as well. So not really much else to show with that. And I don't want to waste too much time. I want to be relatively concise and to the point. But of course, my T-Mobile one is still good. And you can also tell this is my T-Mobile one because in the original video I showed off a little chip on the corner. This does have it. So it's like a little birthmark to kind of show what this is. And of course when it pops up it'll say T-Mobile. There we go. With of course the gorgeous blue coral finish and its matching S Pen. This is easily my favorite phone of all time, this blue coral Note 7. I do love the Note 9. Actually, no, I shouldn't say of all time. The Note 9 is probably my favorite phone, but the 7 is very, very, very close as far as my favorite. And of course, if I unlock, well, either way, you remember what this phone was. But this one, of course, was the one that was on the July security patch, so still fully rootable, still worth a pretty decent amount of money, considering this is the original launch unit. And as you can see, it does have the white battery, and it's obviously 95%, so it obviously can charge up to 100, just like the black one can. So that's very, very nice. So if I unlock this, one other thing that I forgot to mention is that on my blue coral unit, it is 100% fully functional, whereas I forgot to mention this, but the fingerprint sensor on this black one is dead. It will not register fingerprints. I've tried factory resetting it. I've tried all sorts of tricks to get it working. The fingerprint sensor, even though it doesn't have any wear on it, it's not scratched up or anything, the fingerprint sensor is completely dead. So if you want to use biometric authentication on this particular phone, you have to use iris scanning. And my previous silver Verizon unit had the exact same defect, which is very odd. Although that one was hit with the 0% update, so the ROM that restores it in many cases doesn't have fingerprint functionality, so it very well could have been software only and not hardware. But in this case, it obviously was hardware because I've never installed any ROM on this. This has never been updated. My last black Verizon Note 7, just like this, had the 60% update, and that one I restored, and again, fingerprint sensor also didn't work on that. At least I don't think it did. But yeah, so there it is, the unboxing of my black Verizon Generation 2 Galaxy Note 7 in 2019 going on into 2020. My Galaxy Note 7 review will be coming up soon, so both of these devices will be up in the review, which is wonderful. And I also, as well, I got two cases as well. So if you want to see for example, the black on black for this UAG, and then of course grabbing the blue coral and putting it in the clear one because those combos seem to just make the most sense. See that's what these look like. So pretty nice. And then of course, if I grab these two Spigen cases, this lovely blue coral one, which is still in the packaging. Wonderful. And this silver one, which I also used on my silver Note 7, and it looked great on that too. And I pull all these, put these phones in their respective cases. It's the black one, and grab the blue one. Grab this lovely, lovely blue coral case and snap it on. Look at that. Beautiful. Gorgeous, isn't it? Yep. So, anyways, that is my unboxing in 2019 of the black Verizon Generation 2 Samsung Galaxy Note 7. I hope you Note 7 fans enjoyed this video, and if you're a fan of normal cell phones that don't explode, I hope you enjoyed this video as well, because these are pretty rare devices, and you very rarely see people making videos on them, as well as the fact that my original Note 7 unboxing video got a ton of views, so I want to capitalize on that and show you guys my black unit that I got, since I didn't show off really much of my other units, and all of those are out of commission right now. I do have my black Verizon unit that I restored from 60% still, but it fell off a balcony and completely destroyed the screen, so I will be sending that one back to Samsung. And hopefully I'll be able to get another blue coral Note 7 at some point that I can, actually, keep around and not have broken. So I've owned several of these phones over the years, but, just having these two that actually work and are fully functional are very nice. I wish I had another one that was at 0 or 60, because I've been wanting to make a video on how to actually restore one of these back to 100%. So if any of you guys have a 60 or 0% dead Note 7 that you want to get rid of for a pretty decent price, let me know, because I am definitely interested. I've had some people say that they were selling Note 7s, and I said, hey, I'm interested, I want to get it, and they just didn't respond. So don't actually tell me you're selling one if you're not going to be serious about selling it. So, but yeah. Anyways, I digress. This is a lovely new phone acquisition, and it'll go great alongside the other various phones that I have gotten recently. I'll also at some point be doing a comparison review in 2020 between the 2015 hottest flagship phones, which would be the iPhone 6s and the Samsung Galaxy S6 head-to-head comparison. And so that will definitely make a fun video. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing video. Tomorrow or within the next day or two will be a video on my Dell Optiplex 790, where I'll be doing videos in 2019, 2020, trying to see how legacy versions of Windows hold up today. A lot of people saw my video on Windows Vista and were asking about my 1-month Vista RTM challenge. That is still kind of underway. That laptop has been formatted with Windows 10 and will be going to my friends soon, but I will still be installing Vista on the Optiplex 790 for my review of it in 2019, and I will be doing it from the perspective of the RTM and Service Pack 2, so look out for that. But that machine currently runs Windows XP right at this exact moment, so you will definitely see XP first, and then just slowly crawling up the list all the way to the RTM of Windows 10. Seeing how all those hold up in 2019 and 2020. So if you like the computer stuff, those videos will be coming up after this one as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Anyway, guys, this was Intelitech Studios with my unboxing of the Note 7. I repeat myself a lot during my conclusions of these videos, don't I? Well, either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if any of you guys still have Note 7s, if you're still rocking them. I know some of you are still out there. I know some of you still got them. And, I'm glad to be part of that club, even though my daily driver is still my Note 9. It is still really cool to have these, because they are definitely very, very nice. And let me know if you guys want to see a phone collection video, because I've obviously done my vacuum collection video. So if you guys want to see a collection video on my phones and computers, let me know and hit a like on this video, and I'll definitely be able to make that happen too. So, this is Intelitech Studios with your host Chance signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace.